And they all lived happily ever after.
Or did they?
Today on the show. Good morning, Scallywags.
How we doing, guys? Happy Thursday. Today we are going to be looking at some of your favorite movies. Nice little happy endings.
But were they really happy? I mean, what happened after the cameras stopped rolling?
See, a lot of times there's some unanswered questions or plot holes or whatever you want to call it, but it leaves the implication that once the camera stopped rolling, that happy ending got real dark real fast. A good example would be like The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually put this on the list, but I'm going to toss it out there for an example, even though they're all examples.
They're all examples. Yeah, they're all
Just an extra one for you. A bonus. Dark Knight Rises. So you have your Robin character, basically, that the implication is that he hands over the Batcave to him, so he goes on to become Batman after Bruce Wayne retires from being Batman. Well, the problem with that is that Bruce Wayne spent his entire life training to be Batman.
Yeah, this guy never got trained once.
This guy was just a cop.
So he gets shoved out on the streets of Gotham, and you know what?
His first time out as Batman, dead.
So let's see the number of ways he could have died. Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy,
Joker,
the Joker,
Bane, Riddler,
anybody.
Random thug number 4. Yeah, first time
jumping
out,
off of a building, he could forget.
Splat.
Grappling gun.
Wait, he never showed me how this stuff works.
Yeah. Bam, done. He's done.
No longer Batman, now he's Splatman.
He's Splat.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Hashtag
Flatman, yes.
Hashtag Splatman.
Hashtag Flatman.
Hashtag Flatman. There you go. Double flat.
Yeah.
He has no flat chance, that's right.
And then he ends up on the show for on Worst Week Wednesday.
Yes, he does. Batman on Worst Week Wednesday.
But those are the kind of things, Scallywags, that we're talking about. Just what happens after the story.
And we'll kind of give you a bit of build up here, and it is really, really hot
really
here at
warm.
Chocolate Milk Studios.
Yep.
So,
Milk Studios.
We've officially named the studios, by the way. And,
Yep.
you know, one of these days we're going to have to explain the chocolate milk.
Wait, but not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
So, up first, The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's a classic.
Absolutely, it's a classic.
It's a great movie.
Now the caveat here is that they changed the story from the book. In the book, when she goes over to Oz and everything, that all actually happened. Like, she genuinely goes over to another land, has an adventure, and comes home. Now, in the movie, they changed it to where, well, here's the whole thing. Movie begins with Mrs. Gulch coming over with a note from the sheriff to take Toto to be put down because she was bitten by Toto.
Oh, poor.
She flat out says, I've got a note here from the sheriff that gives me permission to take your dog to be put down. If you refuse to do so, I will take your entire farm, your whole land, everything, because, well, Mrs. Gulch owns half the county.
Yep.
Dorothy then gets bumped on the head and essentially has a fever dream. So it's all in her imagination. It never actually really happened. So she goes over, she fights the witch, etc., etc.
Saves
comes
Munchkin
home
Land.
and everybody's happy. Oh, I'm home. I'm never leaving home again, and everything's so wonderful. It's a happy ending.
In all honesty, she just woke up from being knocked
Except
out.
that Mrs. Gulch
Still there.
Not only still has a note to put Toto down, but you totally just... She took the dog, and you took the dog away from her, so now you're going to lose everything.
Yep.
Yay! Happy
endings!
Oh.
See, those are the kind of things we're talking about. See, when you really think about it, that was kind of a depressing.
That's pretty depressing. Yeah,
I wouldn't have watched that movie.
No, God, no. No one wants to watch that movie. Or the Die Hard series, the whole series.
The whole series.
Technically, this goes with any kind of action film, especially if it's a solo character action film. But the Die Hard series, I'm using that in particular because it is John McClane, and there's multiple movies. We're talking about a cop who is out of his jurisdiction in another city. So basically, becoming a vigilante.
He's a vigilante. Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm the Punisher.
Basically,
he becomes the Punisher.
So you have tons of property damage. You've got dead bodies laying around, especially in the latter series where you've got
paperwork
the whole
alone.
city gets blown up half the place. So the paperwork, you've got insurance claims, you've got you are now responsible for all this property damage,
Yeah.
not to mention multiple murders. So happening once,
even if it was in good name, even if
Yeah.
I'm defending the city, I'm taking away the terrorists, still you're out of your jurisdiction, therefore your badge doesn't protect you.
you're just a guy.
You're just a guy.
Yeah. So I mean, after the first time, they might scoot that under the
Yeah, they
under
might push that away the first one, but
But after
the
it
second-
happens 4 or 5 times, you're going to jail.
Yeah,
or at
somebody
least getting a
needs to-
pretty hefty fine that you'll never be able to pay off. Most likely both.
both. I would go with both. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get terrorist charges against you,
Alone,
even though you're
yeah.
the good guy.
Even though you're the good guy.
Yeah. What's another one?
Well, how about we go visit a really good movie of mine that I actually loved when I
made
was
it?
a kid. No, I didn't make it,
Oh.
but I loved it as a kid, which is Close Encounters.
Oh, God.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind, guys. Just think about that for a second. We've got all of these guys who are lined up and trained, and they're going to go be with the aliens.
Yeah, they all have these visions that lead them out there to the aliens. Now Richard Dreyfuss actually gets to go
He's
with
the
them.
one who gets to go with them. The least
So-
prepared man of all gets chosen.
So great happy ending, right?
Yeah.
Except you've now left your wife and kids alone. So your kids are now going to grow up with no dad.
Yeah.
But have fun with the aliens.
Have fun with the aliens
But all these other people
who are
didn't
ready
get
to go,
Yeah, they
but
didn't.
they didn't get to go.
So now they made all the sacrifice. They left their families. They quit their jobs. They left their homes. They left their wives, their kids, what have you. But they didn't get to go.
Yeah, they were all ready for this huge interstellar travel, and
All
Richard
the sacrifice
Dreyfuss's
and none of
character.
the reward.
Wow, wow.
So have fun going home and trying to put all that
Put
back
all
together.
that back together, because that's going to be a nightmare.
Well, and not to mention the aliens brought back all these people from like World War II and
who are now completely screwed over because they've lost all sense of
you
time.
just lost the last 40 years of your
Yeah.
life.
Hi,
Have
how are
fun.
you doing? Have fun with that.
Have fun trying to acclimate to normal society if you actually can manage to not get taken away by the government.
Oh,
and put in
that would
quarantine
definitely
for the
happen
rest of your
because
life.
they would have to be quarantined and debriefed and they're not leaving Area 51 ever.
Never again.
Not to mention that, but they're going to be subject to every kind of medical test and scientific tests that you can think of to try and figure out what was changed by the aliens. It's a logistic and a technological nightmare is what it is.
So one of my personal favorites, this is actually my favorite movie of all time, The Breakfast Club.
Oh, you like that movie too?
That's my favorite movie.
For me, that one's right next to Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
I really like Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Which, in and of itself, has a whole nightmare of stuff to happen after the movie.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we're
But that's-
focusing on The Breakfast
We're
Club.
focused on the Breakfast Club.
That's for part 2.
That's part 2. There you go.
If we do a part
If
2.
we do a part 2.
The Breakfast Club. So in the end, you've got these 5 people that would never get along, right? And they all become friends in the end. We even have 2 different couples end up hooking up in the end.
And they became
So-
friends over a Saturday, which
I know.
I don't think that's going to happen in high school.
So great happy ending, right? They squash their differences and they bond and they live happily ever after.
Until Monday morning.
Until Monday. It's already established in the movie that even though we're now kind of friends, that as soon as you come along and I'm hanging out with all the other popular kids, we're
I'm
just
not
going to make fun of
acknowledging
you.
you. Yeah, we're not
friends.
But secretly, I'm supposed to be friends with you. Yes, Gucci.
Okay, as someone who is currently in high school, the whole couples getting together in a day kind of makes sense. I've seen it happen already, and we're only a week into the school year.
True. Yeah.
But even high schoolers don't become friends over a day.
No. Especially not in
But-
detention. You know what actually
it's-
would have happened in detention?
They
had to sit there and slept.
Yeah, but it's more disturbing than that because of one guy, John Bender.
Oh.
Okay, now a couple of things here. One, he was given 2 more months of detention.
Yeah, because he got caught.
Yeah. Well, it's because he mouthed off
He
to
mouthed
Werner.
off and Werner. Yeah.
So 2 more months of detention. First of all, that leads into. We know that he also comes from an abusive home.
Oh my.
A cigar was put out on his arm because he spilled paint in the garage.
Yeah. So what is?
How
what
is his
in
dad
store
going
for
to
this?
react? Yeah, how's his dad going to react when he comes home and he says, "Well, I've got 2 more months of detention every Saturday."
Guess
He's going to
what?
get the crap beat out of him.
He's going to get a leather strap to his backside.
He also is
repeatedly.
now wearing a diamond earring.
Where'd you get that earring, son?
Where'd you steal that
Where'd you
from?
steal it? Is what he's going to think exactly.
Bender is going to get beaten within an inch of his life.
Bender's going to become Bender.
And then, and all for nothing, because these guys aren't going to get along.
Yeah.
He's not going to continue dating Claire. It's never going to happen.
Claire's gonna, like I said, it may have, okay, ideally.
Spoiler warnings, by the way.
Spoilers. Ideally, idealistically, in an ideal world, they may make it a week. Maybe.
Yeah.
And then
But I mean, even healthy high school relationships, for the most part, don't last.
Yeah. Cliques are going to go back. They're going to go back to being who they're with, when they need to with. The jock's going to hang out with the jock. The pretty girl's going to be the pretty girl. The goth chick is going to be where she was at, and Bender's going to be left alone.
And then Vernon comes in. He finds one note.
Yeah.
That basically was a big middle finger to him. Mm-hmm. So chances are they're all coming back next weekend. He's going to sit in there with them, and he learned a lesson during the. No, he didn't. He's a prick.
Yeah.
And we know he's a prick.
Yeah.
That's his character. Who doesn't care about these kids. He hates these kids. He flat out says so.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all most likely coming back next weekend. They're now going to write a 2,000-word essay as opposed to one. And he's probably going to sit in there with them the whole time.
Exactly. He's gonna be supervising a little bit more needed this last time.
So let's move on. We've got a couple more here, and these are kind of the big ones. Another one of my personal favorites, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Fantastic movie. If you will recall, in the end, the mother passes away. Now, you have the coroner who had already admitted that they will sometimes make fun of people whenever they're autopsying and whatnot. You also have the group of kids that have come to the house on multiple occasions and to laugh at the mother for being fat. And it was mentioned that the only way that they would be able to get her body out is to actually tear down part of the wall and remove her with a crane.
They're gonna have to tear apart that house to get her body out.
So to save her the embarrassment, Gilbert sets the house on fire.
Okay, that's arson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it was so there's you're trying to get away from embarrassment. That's not an excuse. That's arson. So there's your first offense.
Well,
he's going to jail for that.
Not only is it arson, but
2, he's destroying a dead body.
You have a dead body in there. So whatever charge that.
Yeah, whatever that levels.
So have fun going to prison. And Leonardo DiCaprio's character, the mentally handicapped kid, you're now a ward of the state.
Yeah. So he's probably going to just be passed around to family until he's too old to be done with that, and then he'll be set on his own. Yeah. So thanks, Gilbert. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories.
One more, and this is the big one.
This is the big one. Why is it the big one? Yeah.
E.T.
Okay, first off, you're harbinging an extraterrestrial organism that the government is aware of.
You are already in the hands of the government. Who has seen that this thing has powers, has seen that it had a psychic link with you, and you both nearly died, and it did die.
But guess what? You escaped.
And you escaped.
Oh, so they're going to be hunting you like rabid dogs.
Yes, and pretty much that entire neighborhood will be secretly
it'll be gone
off the map. Elliot, you and your whole family will now be spending the rest of your short lives in a bunker somewhere,
underground, away from
being tested, being interrogated, being whatever.
Yeah, Elliot is done being a human being. He's now going to be a lab rat.
Oh, not just Elliot, all of Elliot's
friends,
his family.
Saw them fly.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Anybody who watched them take off in their bikes because of ET. Is now done. They're no longer. They're not even.
You know, we should bring up ET. We should do another episode of what happens next, and ET should be on there.
It should.
So, like, what happens once the government takes Elliot away and all that stuff? We've established that that's going to happen.
So,
but what happens after that?
Here's a question: Do
they force him to contact ET, and then ET comes back and
bigger question?
Interstellar war breaks.
Bigger question would be: is ET force sensitive?
True.
Ooh, what if ET
It's been established.
What if it's not really
is in the Star Wars universe?
What if that's the Force?
Yeah.
Because if all of a sudden, if ET is using the Force, holy cow, people!
Telekinesis,
healing,
That's all we need is ET to get pissed off and start dropping some Force lightning on people. Where's
Breaks out a
Elliot?
lightsaber.
Bam! Just starts cutting through the military.
Make that movie, Hollywood,
Yeah, that
please.
needs to be
Steven
made,
Spielberg,
guys.
I'm looking at you.
George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Disney, get it done.
So there's so many more of these movies, guys, but we're gonna wrap it up with that just for time constraint. And so if think of some more, put those down in the comments below. This is something we could go on for hours.
If there's
hours
anything
with.
you think that we overlooked, because I'm like Screw said, there is an absolute ton of these out there.
Oh, yeah.
So just because we only touched on 5 or 6 of them, guys, bring them on. Let's hear them. I want to read these comments.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You're already here on YouTube, so you might as well subscribe.
Yeah, do the YouTube stuff, guys. Like, share, subscribe.
Share.
Like, share, subscribe.
Chimney.
Give us a thumbs up. We want to get some thumbs up, guys. We're getting a lot of views
Hey.
and thumbs up on our Facebook stuff for people that watch our broadcasts here, but we're not getting a whole lot of thumbs up on YouTube.
Yeah.
I want to see the thumbs up on YouTube.
In fact, you can take it a step further because if you are the person out there that's sharing all the videos and spreading the word about the show and getting others to come in and watch it, whoever is doing that the most is going to get a $25 Amazon gift card.
Yeah, we are watching and we're counting. We have our accountants in the back doing the thing with the abacuses, counting to see who's doing the most. We've got 2 right now. We've got 2 out there, but it's still got time, guys.
Yeah.
You still have time.
Still got plenty of time. Yeah, Scoochie.
When did we get accountants?
I don't know.
We legally had
We'll
to.
talk
Are
about that
they
after.
the ones in your head?
Yes, actually they are.
There's a lot of them.
The voices in my head.
So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Chocolate milk.
Here's your Russian clip of the day.